Okay, we should now be live, and for our Let's Play of the Aquatic Adventures of the Last Human, and also any Q&A from the class. Those of you who are attending, do you have any questions you want to ask that we can then record as part of the archive in terms of questions about assignments or anything else to do with the class or the program? We had a couple of minor questions before we actually started recording, but I don't think we need to recap those for people who are watching later because I don't think they were stumpers. They were just little details. Go ahead and give another minute or two here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch off the webcam, and we will and open up the Aquatic Adventures of the Last Human, and I'll be narrating kind of some of the story and game design elements that seem significant to me as we go. And we'll probably spend, give or take, a half an hour playing the game, and then we'll carve out a little time for Q&A before we have to wrap up. Okay, can everybody see my screen? My wallpaper? Okay, good. So, there, turning on the sound. I have only lightly touched this game previous to this session, so I just took a look to make sure that I wasn't having any problems. I am coming at this, except for the first few minutes of the game, just as green as you are. Yeah, 2073, 2075, oh, excuse me, 2976. So we're starting this already in the future, and then countless millennia pass before this spaceship returns to Earth. It's a very concise way of telling us the backstory. Space mission of some sort, and a return to Earth after a very long time has passed. There just might be a very subtle nod to a game called Out of This World there, where in that game you play as a person who's traveled between dimensions, and the game opens with you kind of unintentionally traveling and splashing down in a body of water. Of course, here our spaceship is also a fully functional submarine. And in most games like this, we'd be immediately worried about hazards with those little tiny fish or these bigger ones. But as you can see, we can go right through them. Can even hit the walls without damaging our hull. Use a little hull gauge at the top. Oh, interesting. See, you may see on the top right-hand corner here, you see a little map, and that map covers as much. Did it actually cover the portion that I auto-mapped the first time I got into the game? I think so. So these holotapes are records of the world that has apparently been lost beneath the waves. This base will be our new frontier for interstellar missions. Well, it was for however long. Nice parallax scrolling there. This game makes a very deliberate use of pixel art. Let's see. Ari, we want to go back home. The floodgate will remain closed until the water levels stabilize. Base 702 will be your home for now. So, I guess this here would be the floodgate. Whenever this was set up, at whatever point that was still working, well, the machine still seems to be in operation. So apparently in the distant future, they build things to last. More and more reports are coming in from that gigantic clams are destroying our worker drones. Be cautious out there, workers. So we have some clams. These might actually be the first things in the game that, oh, yes, that would be dangerous. Just nearly totaled our hull. Beware of sewage pipe leaks. Corrosive sewage will greatly damage the hull of all work shuttles. Avoid contact for your own safety. We're already badly damaged here. Oops, there are more clams. Now, notice that our hull is regenerating on its own over time here. It's not quite a single hit setup where one hit destroys you. Ship upgrade. Oh, let's see what that is. Lower harpoon acquired. Select weapons. Scrolling. Fire harpoon. Press and hold to charge. Longer you charge, the farther it'll travel. Good for damaging hostile creatures. Can use to press buttons. Okay. Press buttons, huh? Oh, that worked. Open that gate. Oh, and it closed again. Whoa. Tunneling Terror, the worm. Well, here's the basic premise of the game is that you spend a lot of time exploring in relative safety. Then you have to, face these aquatic monstrosities. And I blew up. I'm dead. We'll see how well I cope with the challenge of... looks like I can't go back that way. Stuck here for now. Let's see how well I cope with the challenge of fighting these sea monsters. It could be that this will be a... Okay, that's doing better this time. Ooh. Wasn't ready for that. Maybe I'll hang out here at these peaceful fishies for a few moments. Okay. Third time's the charm. Let's find out. Oh, crap. I got hit. Yikes. Okay, it seems like it makes this kind of croaking noise before it charges at you. It certainly did not follow its previous attack pattern. So we'll see. Oh, well, hopefully this won't be an exercise in futility, folks. I did consider. Oh fuck! How do we? Ooh. Pardon my French. I didn't mean to swear at you. I promise I don't curse when I'm playing games with my 5-year-old. There's a... oh. Okay, so how... maybe I need to flee away from it when it charges like that? Okay, I seriously don't know how to avoid getting killed by the worm when it does that. It doesn't seem like the game will let me go back either. Ooh, I apparently can kill random fish that are no danger to me, though. That's not really a comfort. Perhaps I should have spent more time with this game before coming in for this. You know, it could be the answer is that when it charges you have to... okay, you have to hit it in the mouth if it charges at you. Almost there. Ooh. Added to creature log. Press F or click to close. The worm. Well, that was tense. Now we apparently can swim through its channel, its guts. Wow. Over here, is there a dead end? Yeah. So now I get to go back to the exploring portion of the game. The game's devs said about this game that they had wanted to make it like a punk rock song or one of those kind of basically they compare it to a Pixie song where basically it's quiet and it's smooth and it's tranquil and then everything goes and then everything goes to pieces and gets really loud and really frantic for a while. Now not everyone's going to like that, but okay, that's the way I went before. That's where the worm was. But I think it's an interesting design decision. Ooh, as I nearly toast my own hull on the sewage. Yikes. Because while I have some meager ability to play, and yes, enjoy games like this, games that have, quick action, I'm very interested in story, and I kind of get tired of chasing various monsters and having to do precision platforming and precise shooting all the time. So, Oh, here we go. It's dark down here. Oh, there's a jellyfish. Some interesting music. Some more non-threatening fish. And what's this? Huh. Not the way the game screen kind of tilts back and forth at times. Definitely adds to the, whoa. There's a whale. It's interesting. Being actually at the controls, there's something beautiful and yes, peaceful about this scene with the whale and these exceptionally large fish. But there's also a sense of tension because I don't know when the next kind of encounter with some kind of monstrosity is going to occur. And if the worm was the easiest one, considering it was the first one in the game, I may be in trouble. The future doesn't look bright. Sooner or later we will die on this planet, all of us. How long do we really expect to survive? Forever? The dinosaurs lasted 65 million years. We'll never make it that long. Indeed. Upgrade crate. Ooh, hull upgraded. Oh, we have that increased our health bar a little bit. That's nice. Anything over here? What's this? Okay, now we can just go down. Okay, so we found... Oops, I mean to drift back up. Found a power-up over there, a health upgrade. Might give me just a little bit more of a chance the next time something tries to squish me. I do feel a little in awe of this world. It's a world where humankind is gone, but it's still obviously very much a living world. It's a rarity in games to be surrounded mostly by things that not only don't try to attack you, but also that actually literally can't harm you. Oh, there's another crate. Let's make sure we get that. Oh, maybe I can't. There's an upgrade crate, but my harpoons won't pierce these kind of ropey... Okay, I can't charge through the green kind of ropey seaweed there, and my harpoons are just sticking in it. So I'm guessing I have to come back there later. There's a narrow passage over this way, which suggests maybe there's something threatening out behind it. Crossroads. So here's... By the way, this kind of game where you do exploring and have to come back places you were before, and you'll see things and not be able to unlock them till later, is often called a Metroidvania. That refers to... And there's the seaweed forest. So there's a crossroads further down, and the seaweed forest off to this side. I'll call it east. There's another hollow recorder. There were once great forests that covered the surface world. They gave us life, and we wiped our asses with them. Oh. There's more of that ropey stuff, so there must be something I'll get that'll allow me to clear that kind of seaweed. Upgrade crate. Good. What's this? Hull repair speed upgraded. Ooh, that's nice. But yes, Metroidvanias. As a genre, oh, I can't. Okay, so here's another way of showing that I can't go this way, right? Here's a current that I can't power through. So I'll need to get some kind of upgrade to my hull power, perhaps, before I come, or my ship's engine before I come through. And over here is more of this ropey stuff that I can't cut through or whatever, which means it's time to go back toward the crossroads and come back to the seaweed forest later. But the game, Metroid was an early Nintendo game, a classic that featured a lot of exploring and platforming in a open world as opposed to a series of self-contained levels. And later games in the Castlevania series very much embrace that approach as well. Here's a Crossroads Station. Oh, F to save. Well, that sounds nice. Let's save. F to travel. So here's the equivalent of a teleporter. As you unlock more stations, you can jump around to different parts of the world from station to station, saving you the time of traveling. That's actually that's been a common element in open world Metroidvania games. Wolf News. What's that say? Okay, let's try. It's going to come. Terror attacks to the facility by Blue Earth threaten Osiris and the scientists behind it. Pretty dang impressive big screen TV to keep working underwater so long. Here we have a bunch of obviously long since stilled windmills. Okay, those look dangerous. I'm upgrade crate, hull upgraded. So I bet if I touch one of these, they're gonna, yeah, it just blew me up. Good thing I saved a little while ago. Now, but I think the game, yeah, see the upgrade crate's not there anymore, so it attaches to me even though I, here's another little holotape. Eternal Media, the great facility of District 7, generates more than enough energy to sustain itself. It also powers most of our media databases. Basically, it means that messages like this very message, might last far longer than us. That's great, but I'm a little curious as to how that works when we've got windmills here that are now underwater. But, it's part of the... Oh, look, that looks like little tiny golden arches over there. Because again, scale here. All the fish are ridiculously huge. District F. Oh, look at that. Look at those skyscrapers, kind of these rail lines. Was some of this actually ever built to be underwater? Those look like closed tubes. What are the layers of change here? This is really some rather impressive visual world building using a closed design. Okay, so here's another place I can't get to. See, there's another upgrade crate, but there are these twin jets of sewage that would destroy my ship if I try to go through there now. I have to either require like a sewage-resistant hull. Well, here's a holotape. A sewage-resistant hull, or perhaps find a way to turn them off. The Age of Luxury. The City of the Future, in partnership with Google Plex and Edison Motors Architects, Saga Sightforth has given us the new age of subaquatic housing luxury. So that answers that question. This area was built to exist underwater. Perhaps those windmills we saw earlier were actually supposed to turn with the currents of the water as opposed to movements of the wind. That makes perfectly decent sense. In any case, they've been stilled now. And I'm actually behind the building at the moment. Oh, here's another one. Come to District 7. This is humanity's home now. This is the new era, the time of prosperity and peace, of ecology and oneness with the earth. The time for life below the surface is now. Well, that didn't last. So I can either, here's my mini map, right? I'm little blue dot, I can go back that way, or I can go down that way or over that way. I want to see what the other forks off the crossroads are. Whoa, I went right into a mine. Yeah, I got myself a little bit distracted there. So what's down this way? Ooh, that's interesting. Pipe Central. There's a holotape. There's got to be survivors in District 6 still. The media's only focus seems to lie in the scientific success of District 7. So this sounds like at some point humanity started to move further and further from some threat. More of those, more mines. There's more pipes. Looks like some kind of crab or something. There's another holotape. B location. This message has been edited for security reasons. We found the B hideout, sir. It is, but we still don't know who is supplying them, sir. Who or what is the B? There's an upgrade crate, but there's more of those. Oops. Right into the toxic sewage. I could go back down that way to where to the pipes. But I want to see a little more of this world before I maybe plunge straight into another boss fight. Okay, so this is a different part of the seaweed forest. Is that thing dangerous? Well, it stopped it, but I don't know if it was actually a threat. That's interesting. I'm finding myself there. I reacted kind of aggressively or precautionarily because, okay, there's more of that stuff that I can't go through. And that would take me back up to the part of the seaweed forest I was in before. But I find myself reacting to take preemptive action against potentially hazardous things in the environment because so much of it is safe. The things that are dangerous are so incredibly dangerous. Okay. We're history. A silent arrow pierced the dew and into the mad eyes of civilization. Kumi Harvester, new book on the fall of democracy, out in January 3016. Ooh, yes, those things are dangerous. Okay. Let's just go ahead and oh, that okay. You can shoot them. But if you do, they grow back after a little while. It just kind of closes them up. I wasn't expecting to find myself... oh, there's a supply crate. Hull upgraded. To find myself so distracted by the beauty and the harmless elements of the environment, and then to wind up kind of blundering into the hazardous ones. That's original. Okay, so here I am back up on the other side of where I was before. That's sealed off. Is there something hidden? Nope, that's okay, so I can't go this way yet. Metroidvania type games often offer as this is actually a really important element of game design, to offer more of the impression of freedom to players than they actually get in terms of what they're able to do. As you can wander around any which way you want, but the things that unlock different parts of the world are often fixed and create what is actually a very linear sequence of events. Whoop, there are those shooting plant things again. Well, there's a big kind of horned seahorse. Let's go down this way. Ooh. Oh, this, okay. Time for their boss fight. Proud Fellows stands to see the fathers. Dude, I'm fighting seahorses now. Oh. And I have yet to, oh, there's an actual hit. Ah. Okay, so it looks like the little ones don't actually hurt you, but they do. Okay, so I could actually back up, but they don't hurt you. They just impede your motion. That's interesting. No, they definitely hurt. They hurt a lot. They hurt plenty. They're just not as dangerous as actually like colliding with the seahorses. The big seahorses are. Oh boy. That is not good for my hull. This may be another worm experience here, but I am, even if we have to close out on trying to fight the seahorses, I'm going to go for it because this is the other part of the game. Ouch. And I can't hit anything above me, so I have to take that into account. If I'm dodging around below the seahorse daddies, I'm just... Ooh. I'm thinking maybe if I can do enough damage to take out one of them. Oh, man. Oh. Oof. Give us another try or two. You know. Ooh, my. Cut that one straight on. Okay, so the fast-moving ones that come out in flurries, and they travel basically in a straight line, like shots. Then there are the crowds of them. Oh, then there are the crowds that kind of follow you around, but they're slower moving, and you can. They regenerate, but they do thin out. You can use your harpoon to actually shoot them. Okay, so I'm doing better at not getting destroyed. Oh, I say it and then I blow up. Okay. I am not getting better at this. Or maybe I am, but it's, yeah, that round just went really poorly for me. We may end here without seeing what happens when you beat the fathers. Ooh. It says warning lamp advice. Okay, so there we go. Got a couple of hits. I was able to give my oh. So you can give your whole time to regenerate if you're careful. But being careful enough to make that work is not easy. Ooh, if I can dodge. Evade. That's a weird squishy sound. I'm going to make this my last attempt at this, because we are running out of time. Okay, I'm calling it there. So let's see, I saw there were a couple comments as we were in the chat log here. That worms are so dangerous, and Google Tech, one tech company survived. Yes, one tech company to rule them all. So that was a sample both of my general difficulty with twitchy games, and also of my fascination with kind of pixel art and Metroidvania as a genre. I don't know what you thought of that. Anyone have any questions at this point? No? Okay. Well, if no one has any questions, I'll go ahead and stop recording now, and then we'll wrap up the session. It is a beautiful game, yes. I kickstarted that game based on the aesthetics and the story, and I knew that it would be not the easiest thing for me to actually play through if the bosses were difficult enough. Though I believe they actually, continued to revise the kind of challenge level of the boss creatures, monsters, big fishies. And I know that I saw people, who were in on the beta. Some of them complained that it wasn't hard enough. I assume some of them are much more hardcore about these kind of challenges than I am. So, okay. This has been our Let's Play session with the Aquatic Adventures of the Last Human. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're watching this later and you have questions based on having seen this game, what we were able to see of it, feel free to contact me. You can use FSO or email or call me during office hours, whatever. And I hope you're all doing well. Well, we'll probably do another one of these next week. So I'll see you then.